So today with us on Store Talk, we have a special edition. We have a special guest with us today, ones who is in the process of pouring into the youth, pouring into the kids, allowing kids to be able to be looked after, to be taught, to be looked after as a responsibility, and to allow them to grow into whatever career or field that they're going to. She's doing a great job excelling in this. So that's why we're spotlighting her today. We have with us Miss Vontija Townsend. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, yeah. So how did this journey start with you? Was childcare something that you always wanted to go through? Was people in your family, did they have like a childcare? Did they adopt? Like, how did this process start?
So I started the process. For first, I went to school for early childhood at Davis College, but I always liked the process of teaching. I like the process of the excitement of the youth, the younger age, where they're excited and things like that. So that's how I originally started. Like, okay, this is something I want to do. I want to give back. I like the excitement I get from watching someone else excited to learn what I'm giving them. So that's
Yeah.
where it kind of started with me as far as on that process. Again, it took me some time to take the courage to take the next step, but it was something I always wanted to do.
Yeah. So you would say your faith played a major part in you even starting the
Oh,
process, even
oh,
in the beginning.
definitely played a major part because I took a job that I was had for years, pretty good job, and I was like, listen, this is what I want to do. Now is the time. And I prayed on it, and I prayed not only to get it, but to maintain it because I'm like, it's a lot of daycares gonna open, but just give me the strength to give me the power to maintain everything I need to for my daycare. Bless me, bless my daycare, bless all the children I walk through my business and things
Yeah.
like that.
And being that the children are the future, and the children is they play a big part in people that even care and even want to see the kids do better. Like, that's why I big you up for that, because you don't really see that. You in it for your heart. A lot of people, they want to start off big. You working the steps, the process. Now you in the process, you got your center open, correct?
Yes, we
Okay.
are. My whole thing is, of course, I wanted to start off in the center. That was like the goal. You hear, like, hey, I want a center. I want to start off here. I want this and this, but it just didn't present itself right, and it just didn't make sense. And I prayed on it, and I had the stuff to start off in the center, but it just wasn't for me right then and there. I needed to learn the business side of it, and doors open for me to open in my home, and that's where I started. From there, I kind of knew, like, okay, this is something I'm getting the business side of it. Do you want to grow? Do you want
Yeah.
to have faith? Like, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
So it
So
was
how
not.
how many sleepless nights did you have? How many cries did you have? How many times did you have Aaron telling you, babe, it's gonna be cool. You got this. How was that?
So I made some business decisions, and I always go to Aaron about everything, even when I'm uncomfortable with some of the decisions, but I kind of make them over my head. Listen, this was not an easy process for me because, you know, I like what I was in the house, but I was presented with a different opportunity and I went with it. Like, I put me first, put us first, and we went with it from there. It was very different.
Yeah. What's the name of it? What's it called?
So I started out our first one is Open Hearts 1, and the next one is Open Hearts 2. I didn't want to veer off from my name because it basically fits my program. We open our hearts to your children, we treat them as our own. So that's where we got it. So I kind of really wanted to stay with that whole name and everything because it still fits my program.
Yeah,
Just
when I thought of the name, I thought it was important, and I was like, it's a safe place to allow kids to get what they need and structure, love on them, and to allow them to grow into their full potential. How do you balance being a mom, being a woman, being a wife, and still make sure that stay grounded and stay connected because of you pouring out to your kids, you're pouring out to your business, pouring out to your husband, and then you still have to make time for you. So how do you do that, and how do you balance it between work, being a woman, a mom, and a wife?
so I honestly can say I don't do it alone. I have my family is the biggest support, the biggest support, the biggest. My husband knows, like, basically, like, listen, I can tell how you moving today. Today, we just gonna let you do. today, like I'm a cook today. You go just chill. You just go relax. My daughter, she a teenager, she picks up, she helps because we do have a 3-year-old. So my time is like constantly on the go. So I'm telling you, between the family and everybody who, hey, mom need her Saturday to herself to go in the stores, go do something. I always let my whole family know, even when we was in the house, this is not just my business. This is our business. So we all gonna chip in, whether it's my husband helping with transportation, whether it's my daughter helping uh, make plates. Like it's really not just me. It's really all of us. So I let them know, like, look, this is us. This is us. This is our name on it. So we all got to do our part.
Yeah, well, have it been to where you had to show your kids extra love, being that they know you all around kids all the time? Do you feel a sense of that, or was that in the beginning? How was that transition?
I definitely did over the summer as I started to grow into the process and get more. And when I decided, like, okay, we got to move, we got to go out. We did a couple trips. We did a couple, like, okay, I set them up ahead of time. I said, hey, these two weeks out the summer, we plan a vacation. And we talked. And of course, I got a teenager, so she really kind of get self-absorbed real quick. So we did our trips, and I just let them know, like, look, everybody don't always have what I give y'all. Some people look towards me like that. You got to be willing to share it. So I kind of just basically it broke it down to him. The crazy part is my son is the most understanding. My youngest one,
Yeah.
well, the middle child, he's the most understanding. I say, you going to have your own daycare one day because he'll help out with everything.
Wow. Wow. So how does the star system and the rating work for that? Is it the same for a house or same for a center? Like, what's the qualifications and how do you even get stars?
So your stars is based on your education level in the classes that you take and things like that. Our house was a star rated 1. I decided not to move up with the house because we pour more into our center. The house is kind of more. We're keeping the house for uh, different shifts, like second and third shift, more that home vibe. Because as soon as you come home, of course, you want to come home, relax. You've been at school all day. You want a nice snack, and you kind of just want to kick your feet up. So the home daycare will remain that for that purpose. The
Yeah.
center, of course, we decided to hit more of the education type, more of the curriculum that they need for kindergarten and things like that, because a lot of kids are suffering from being really behind. They can't read and things like that. So that's why my other part with the center, I wanted to attack the education system. I want our kids to be able to come in knowing the basic things to where we are able to focus and move forward and not start off behind, because usually they start off behind in kindergarten from what they
Yeah.
learned out.
Yeah. So what is the future goal and the future plans for you and your business? Do you want to have more centers? Do you want to just take this to the next level? Do you want to do transportation? Like, what do you see fit, or are you just allowing God to make lead the way?
I am really allowing him to make the way. I have some ideas for the business, but I kind of want him to lead me in a way. If it presents itself and he feel that's for me, then we'll move in that direction. But we definitely here for the long run. Meaning, if we can get more centers, but our biggest issue, our biggest thing is education. So if I can get our program to where we is pumping in education, we kind of got a after school program in the making. I'm discussing that, but that's not even, it's like an aftercare. We in the process of doing that, but all about education, meaning I'm in the process of trying to get teachers, degree teachers to help with homework and things like that. So I definitely want to get all that going. Again, education is definitely something I'm looking into.
Yeah, and one thing I think is really unique about you and your business is despite the love is the faith. So you're going to make sure your kids is prayed over. You're going to make sure your home, your facility is prayed over, because kids be around different spirits, different people. So they need that homely, they need that prayer, they need that faith. So when they come in, your house is already covered, your center is already covered, so they can be, calm, and they going to find peace to where they ain't even gonna be probably wanting to leave sometimes. You're gonna be like, why are you acting bad, crying?
It's like that just don't want to leave, or I see a kid in the store and they come up and give me a hug, or just things like that. So I love to be that kid piece to where it's like, hey, it's not somewhere we just going to sit down. We are going to get love. We going to get peace. Just all of it. I love that all part of it. And that's why I'm like, we got to expand. There's too many kids out here that need our love, that need
Yeah,
everything we have to give.
yeah. So how can people get in touch with you if they want to have your services?
definitely, you can Facebook me. We have our own Facebook page. You can email us at Open Hearts Child Care Center at Gmail. We have Open Hearts Child Care Center 2 at Gmail. You can also give us a call at 419-279-4460. Again, I'm open to anybody who wants to do a daycare. I will help as much as I can because, again, the process was not easy. So, and I just want everybody to succeed. It's enough kids out here for everyone, and they all need that whole love and everything that we all have to offer.
Yeah. Man, I just thank you for taking this time out of your busy schedule, and I just love what you and your husband doing. Shout out to my bro Aaron. Like, I just love it. I pour into y'all because I see what God is doing for y'all. I see what God is doing for y'all as a family. As a man findeth a wife, he findeth the good thing and obtain favor. So the favor is there with your business, with his business. That's why I speak in encouragement, sending him messages and, encourage him as well because I'm proud of y'all. But I see the growth and I see what God is doing in y'all life. So, man, just keep on going. I pray that God be able to open doors for you. He be able to give you all the things you need, give you favor, put you in front of all the right people when it's time to get money, grants, when people can just say, hey, I want to just sow into, open arms. I just want to do this and I just want to bless you. So I just pray that God continue to use you as you use yourself and use what God has given you to be able to deal with the kids how it's supposed to be and to love on them.
Oh, definitely. Thank you. We definitely appreciate that. Listen, we both prayed up. Our whole faith on how we met each other was nothing but a blessing. Yeah. So it was definitely it. But I definitely appreciate all that.
Yeah. So we'll be in touch. I got to get AJ interview too. That's coming up in the works. We're trying to get that.
He already said he going to the NFL, so you're gonna have to catch him. You're gonna have to catch him going to the NFL. So
right. I'm gonna be having the first interview with that though. So
he'll be ready too.
Yeah, we thank you.
Thank you so
promoting. We're gonna be promoting your thing. We're gonna be sharing it, and sky's the limit, and let God allow His will to be done. And you got it. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I love this. All right.